Hi everybody, this is Jim Davis with DVS Direct. Today we're going to take a look at our wireless camera system consisting of the Cosmo's 1000 wireless system and a Canon XA 35 camera. So let's take a look at the camera now and see what we got. So you can see we have everything packed in this nice shock mount foam. We have the transmitter, which is on the back of the camera system, the Canon XA 35 camera on top of the camera rig. Over here we have the batteries for the transmitter, the transmitter battery charger, the camcorder charger, the receiver, the charger for the receiver, power cords, and an HDMI cable. So let's take a look at how we're going to set this up. So the first thing we're going to want to do is put the receiver onto the base. So we'll get the receiver base out, which is this guy right here. And it's just a standard 1/4 inch 20 tripod mount. We'll tighten it up real good. And we'll get the receiver package out. So this is the receiver package. And if you look on the bottom of the receiver package, we have a 1/4 inch mounting point. So we'll just take that and we'll put that on to the receiver like this. So now it's good to go, ready to go. So next thing we want to do is take the power supply connector. If you look on the side, you'll see the power supply, the little silver connector on the bottom. And we're going to connect that up like that. All right. Okay, now that we've got the receiver on its mount, we're going to go ahead and plug it in. I'll just place it over here. Plug it into power. And make sure that the power switch on the side here is in the on position. And you'll notice we have a power light right here. I don't know if you can see that. The power light tells me we have power, but we don't have any signal yet because we don't have the transmitter's not turned on. So now if you look on the side here, we also have an output for HDMI, an output for SDI, and a channel selector. So we have up to 9 different channels we can use with this system. And there's also a corresponding selector on the transmitter that I'll show you in a second. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to connect the receiver. We're going to connect the receiver to the Tricaster. And since this is a Tricaster Mini, we're going to use an HDMI cable. So I'll just connect the HDMI cable to the output of the transmitter, and we'll connect that to the input of the Tricaster Mini. And we'll bring up that input on the Tricaster Mini so you can kind of see what's going on. And you'll see that there's nothing there because the transmitter is not receiving any video yet. So the next step will be to get the camera pack out. Okay, so this is the camera system right here. You see we have the camera on the front, transmitters on the back. And it basically just goes like this, so you can put your hands up on the zoom controls and everything and basically use it just like you would a normal live camera. So one of the things we're going to need to do is get one of the NP series batteries and put it into the transmitter. So we're going to take the NP series battery and we're going to plug it into the transmitter. Just take it and slide it in like so. You see now it's securely installed. There's our NP series battery. And we're going to turn it on just by hitting the on switch. Now see the power light come on there. I don't know if you can see that. So now it's ready to go, but we're still not getting any video because the last thing you have to do is supply video to the transmitter. And we'll just do that by turning on the camera. So the camera's on now. Give it a few seconds. There you go. Now you can see we now have video from the wireless system going into our Tricaster. So this is ready to be used. The range on the Cosmo 1000 system is 1,000 feet according to the manufacturer's spec. So you should be able to walk around an average football stadium or whatever and use this system reliably. You do want to make sure you have good line of sight between where you mount that receiver and where this camera is going to be roaming. So just a matter of making sure everything is working good. If you get any interference or whatever, then just switch out the channels and try a different channel. Like I said, there are 9 different channels to work with, and that'll give you the ability to deal with any other RF noise or different bands being used, or RF bands being used in your venue. And that's it. So again, this is the camera rig. Goes on your shoulder like this, like that. That's it. And it's coming right into our Tricaster. This will automatically convert HDMI to SDI or SDI to HDMI. So if you have an HDMI switcher, you just use the HDMI output. If you have an SDI switcher, use the SDI output. And the same is true on the camera. On this particular camera, we do have an SDI output. And because the cabling is a little neater with SDI, I used SDI on the camera side. So they can cross convert back and forth, no problem. And that's pretty much it. So hopefully you have good luck with this system. It's a very simple system to use. Once you get everything turned on and working, you should be good to go. Again, this is Jim from DVS Direct. Thank you very much for viewing.